Here's the thing. Your body goes through countless changes throughout life, and your hair feels every single one of them. Stress, hormones, postpartum shifts, perimenopause. Hair thinning and shedding can start quietly, and then suddenly it's all you can see in the mirror. If you've been looking at iRESTORE as a hair loss treatment, you've probably seen the iRESTORE Elite everywhere, and you're wondering if it's actually worth the commitment and the investment. So today I'm reviewing iRESTORE Elite, a drug-free, non-invasive at-home option that aims to support hair growth without messing with your body. I've been using it for the past 4 months and will tell you what it's like to use in real life and whether it delivers results you can actually notice. Before I jump into this iRESTORE Elite review, I have a special discount code for this iRESTORE laser helmet I'm testing, so you can check the current deal if you're shopping. Just scan the QR code on screen or use the link in the description below. Now, back to the review. A few months ago, I started noticing how my hair looked different. No dramatic balding or anything, just more shedding than usual, a thinner ponytail, and areas that didn't feel as full when I styled it. And I wanted a drug-free and non-invasive hair loss treatment option that could actually fit into my routine without turning my life upside down. That's how I found iRESTORE. And before I tried anything, I did the homework, because a lot of red light therapy devices for hair growth sound the same until you look closer. The basic idea is low-level light therapy, often grouped under red light therapy hair growth. Research suggests this kind of light can support the follicle environment by helping keep hairs in the growth phase longer, encouraging healthier follicle activity, and over time supporting thicker, healthier looking hair. It's used by both men and women, especially for pattern thinning or hormonal related shedding. Basically, when follicles are still active and you're trying to nudge them in a better direction. And here's why I chose iRESTORE Elite specifically. A lot of devices stick to one type of light source, but this helmet combines lasers and LEDs. The lasers are there for more targeted stimulation, and the LEDs help widen coverage, so the light is distributed more evenly across the scalp. Then there's the wavelength approach. Elite uses 3 red wavelengths, 625, 655, and 680 nanometers, instead of relying on just one. The idea is that different wavelengths interact at slightly different depths, which is why iRESTORE frames it as a more comprehensive at-home approach. One important reality check though, this tends to work best when follicles are still alive and functioning. So if you're noticing early or moderate thinning, that's the moment to act, and not years later when an area is already completely bald. My mindset was start early, stay consistent, and track changes over time. Now let's see what actually comes in the box and whether this is something I realistically use in my daily routine. And just to be clear, this isn't a first impressions day one moment for me. First, the iRESTORE Elite helmet itself. It feels premium and well built, but what surprised me is it's really not as bulky as I expected. It's also pretty lightweight for what it is. It's about 1 pound. So once it's on, it doesn't feel like my head is carrying a brick. Next is the light system inside, which is a big reason people look at Elite in the first place. 500 total diodes. That's 300 lasers plus 200 LEDs. I'll be honest, I'm not here to say more diodes magically equals more results, but in general, more diodes can mean better overall saturation, more even coverage across the scalp. Then you get the controller with a timer display, and I love this part because it's simple. No overcomplicated settings, no app, no modes that make you overthink it. So basically I connect it, hit start, and let the timer do its thing. In the box, you'll also find a universal power adapter, a user manual and quick start guide, and my favorite practical add-on, a protective carry case. It sounds small, but it's genuinely useful for travel, tossing it into a gym bag, or just keeping it discreet at home. Additionally, in my box, I have a portable battery. It's something that I bought for myself. It costs a little bit extra, but for me, it was worth it. Here's what using it looks like in real life. I plug in the adapter, connect the controller, put the helmet on, and I start a 12-minute session. That's it. And for hair growth, consistency is everything. So the main question is, will you actually do it? For me, the time commitment is the difference maker. I aim for 3 to 5 sessions a week, and the fact that it's only 12 minutes per session makes habit stacking easy. I'll do it while I'm answering emails, cleaning up the house, stretching, or just winding down. Older devices in this category can take much longer, and that's usually where people fall off. And comfort matters more than people think. Elite uses soft cushion pads that can be swapped for head size, and it has a safety sensor. So if you take it off mid-session, it automatically shuts off the lasers to protect your eyes. Plus, the interior is designed to feel breathable for regular use, which helps when you're trying to make this a long-term habit. One more thing I want to say, because this is where people slip and stop too soon. Progress is slow, and that doesn't mean it's failing. In 0 to 3 months, there's often no visible change, sometimes even shedding as weaker hairs cycle out. In 3 to 6 months, shedding may slow, and hair can start feeling stronger. This actually happened to me as well. Not only did the excessive shedding stop, but also my hair visually became thicker. In 6 to 12 months, you should start experiencing even better thickness, and density should become even more noticeable. I personally hope for these results as well. And in 12 to 24 months, the best long-term improvements come from staying consistent. And here's an actionable tip that sounds obvious, but it matters. Take photos. We see ourselves every day, so we miss small changes. Photos are the only way to track whether something is actually shifting over time. Before we keep going, quick reminder, my special deal on iRESTORE Elite is still available through the link in the description. You can also scan the QR code on screen to pull it up instantly. All right, let's talk about the downsides, because every device like this has a few, and I want this to be honest. First, time and consistency. Even though each session is only about 12 minutes, you do have to keep showing up for it. This isn't do it twice and forget it thing. The upside is it's still simpler than juggling 5 different products, serums, oils, and supplements, and then hoping the combo magically leads to hair regrowth. Second, if you want the wireless version, that convenience can cost extra. The plug-in version still works the same way, but cordless is definitely easier to stick with. And third, the price. It's a high upfront cost, no way around it. But I also think it helps to do the math. If you've been spending monthly on add-ons like supplements and scalp serums, that can quietly add up over a year. And this is also something you can realistically share within a household if more than one person is dealing with thinning or early balding. Now, the reason I'm comfortable even recommending people look at it is the risk reversal. iRESTORE offers a 12-month money-back guarantee, which matters because hair growth is slow. Moreover, there are additional perks like free shipping and a 2-year warranty. So if you're curious, there's genuinely low risk in trying it, especially if you use my special deal in the description or scan the QR code on screen. So here's the bottom line on the iRESTORE Elite. If you're dealing with early to moderate thinning and you want a drug-free, non-invasive routine you can realistically stick with, this is one of the most premium, well-thought-out options I've tried. The biggest make or break is consistency, because the results timeline is slow, but that's normal for hair regrowth tools like this. And if you want more honest, real-life reviews of health tech, subscribe to Health News and tell me in the comments what you want me to test next.